Hello, and welcome to Hello English. We're so glad you're joining us to practice your listening skills today.
It's great to be here.
Hey, hello everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. It's really nice to have you here with us today.
Hi guys, hello. And yes, I just want to say I'm really happy you are here listening with us wherever you are right now.
My name is Ryan, and I'm here with my amazing co-host Emma, and today we're going to have a very real and honest conversation.
And I'm Emma, and we are so glad you decided to spend your time with us, maybe while you are relaxing, cooking, or just taking a quiet moment for yourself.
Yeah, and honestly, just you being here and listening means a lot to us, because learning English is not always easy, but you are doing it.
Exactly, and we want this space to feel calm, friendly, and comfortable, like you are just sitting with two friends and having a simple conversation.
And before we start, we just want to quickly mention our channel, which is called Hello English, where we help you learn English in a natural and relaxed way.
Yes, and if you enjoy learning like this, just listening and feeling the language, you can support us by liking this video and subscribing to the channel.
And you can also leave a comment, even a small one, because writing just one sentence in English every day really helps you improve.
Exactly. Even something simple like, I am listening while cooking is perfect, and it helps you feel more confident.
All right, so let's gently move into today's topic, which is something we all experience every day.
Yes, today we are talking about social media versus real life. And honestly, this is a very interesting and sometimes emotional topic.
Yeah, because we all use social media, maybe Instagram, YouTube, or other apps, and sometimes we forget what real life actually feels like.
That's true, and sometimes we compare our real life to what we see online, and that can make us feel strange or even a little sad.
So today, we are going to talk about the difference between social media and real life in a simple and easy way.
We will also share small examples, real situations, and simple thoughts that you can understand easily.
And while you're listening, you can also think about your own life and your own habits.
Yes, you can quietly ask yourself questions like, how much time do I spend on social media, and how do I feel after using it? All right, Emma, let me ask you something simple to start.
Okay, I'm ready, but I feel like this question might be deep.
Do you think social media shows real life, or does it show something different?
That's a very good question. And honestly, I think social media shows only a small part of real life, not the full picture.
Yeah, I agree with you, because when people post online, they usually show their best moments, not their normal or difficult moments.
Exactly. Like when someone goes on vacation, they post beautiful photos, smiling faces, and nice places.
But they don't show things like feeling tired, getting lost, or having a bad day during the trip.
Yes, and that's completely normal because people want to share happy moments, but the problem is when we think that is their whole life.
Right, and then we start comparing our normal day with someone else's best moment, and that is not fair.
That's such an important idea, and maybe we should repeat it slowly for our listeners.
Yes, let's say it again clearly.
We often compare our real life with someone else's highlight moments on social media.
And that comparison can make us feel like our life is boring, even when it is actually normal and meaningful.
Yeah, and I think many people feel this, but they don't always talk about it.
So let me ask you something, Emma. Have you ever felt like that?
Oh yes, many times, especially when I scroll for a long time and see people doing exciting things.
Like what, for example?
Like traveling to beautiful places, eating amazing food, or achieving big goals, and I'm just sitting at home in my pajamas.
Yeah, that feeling is very real, and I think a lot of listeners can relate to that.
But then I remind myself that this is only a small part of their life, not the full story.
That's a very healthy way to think, and it helps you stay grounded.
Yes, because real life is not always exciting, and that's okay.
Exactly. Real life is often simple, quiet, and sometimes even boring, but that does not mean it is bad.
Actually, those quiet moments can be very important, like having tea, talking to family, or just resting.
Yeah, and social media does not always show those small, meaningful moments.
Let me ask you something now, Ryan.
Go ahead, I'm ready.
Do you think social media is good or bad?
I think social media is not completely good or completely bad. It depends on how we use it.
I like that answer because it feels balanced and realistic.
Yeah, because social media can help us learn, connect with people, and even feel inspired.
For example, many people are learning English right now by listening to videos like this.
Exactly. So in that way, social media is very helpful.
But at the same time, if we use it too much, it can affect our mood and our thinking.
Yes, especially when we spend hours scrolling without thinking.
And sometimes we don't even notice how much time is passing.
That's true. You open your phone for 5 minutes and suddenly it becomes 1 hour.
Yes, and then you feel a little tired or empty, and you don't even know why.
So let's talk about that feeling because it is very common.
Yes, that feeling after using social media for too long.
It's like your mind is full, but your heart feels empty.
Wow, that's a very powerful way to say it.
Yeah, because you see so many things, but you don't really experience anything.
That's the difference between watching life and living life.
Exactly, and that is the main idea of today's topic.
So maybe we can say it simply for our listeners.
Yes, let's say it clearly.
Social media shows life, but real life is something you feel and experience.
And both are different, and both affect us in different ways.
Let's make it even more practical with a small example.
Good idea. Examples always help.
Imagine you see a video of someone eating a delicious meal.
Okay, I can imagine that, and now I feel hungry.
Yes, me too, but when you watch it, you only see the food, you don't taste it.
Right, you see it, but you don't feel it.
But in real life, when you eat, you can taste, smell, and enjoy the moment fully.
So watching is different from experiencing.
Exactly, and social media is mostly watching, while real life is experiencing.
That is a very important difference to understand.
And once you understand this, you can start using social media in a healthier way.
Yes, not stopping it completely, but using it with awareness.
Let's ask our listeners something here.
Yes, let's involve them.
When you use social media, do you feel happy, relaxed, or tired after?
Take a moment and think about your answer honestly.
There's no right or wrong answer, just your real feeling.
And noticing your feeling is the first step to understanding your habits.
Exactly. Awareness is the first step to change.
All right, I think this is a good place to slowly pause for now.
Yes, because we have already shared some important ideas, and we want you to absorb them slowly.
Now, let's go a little deeper and talk about something very important, which is confidence.
Yes, confidence is something many people struggle with, and social media can sometimes make that struggle even stronger.
Emma, do you think social media can affect how people feel about themselves?
Yes, I really think so, because when people see perfect photos and perfect lives, they may start thinking that they are not good enough.
Yeah, and the word perfect is very important here, because most of what we see online is edited or carefully chosen.
Exactly. People choose the best photo out of maybe 20 photos, and then they post only that one.
And sometimes they even edit the photo, change the light, change the colors, or even change their appearance.
So what we see is not always real, but our brain still compares it with our real face and our real life.
And that comparison can slowly reduce our confidence without us noticing it.
Yes, and that is why it is important to remind yourself again and again that social media is not full reality.
Let's say that again in a simple way for our listeners.
Social media is a small, edited part of life, not the full truth.
And your real life, with all its normal moments, is still valuable and important.
Let me ask you something, Ryan.
Sure, go ahead.
What do you think builds real confidence in real life?
That's a great question. And I think real confidence comes from doing things, not just watching things.
I like that because it feels very true and very simple.
For example, if you want to feel confident in English, you need to speak, make mistakes, and try again.
Not just watch videos all day without practicing.
Exactly. Watching can help you learn, but doing helps you grow.
That's a very important difference.
So we can say it like this.
Yes, let's say it clearly.
Learning happens when you watch, but confidence grows when you act.
That is such a powerful sentence, and I hope our listeners remember it.
You can even repeat it quietly to yourself if you want.
Learning happens when you watch, and confidence grows when you act.
Now let's connect this idea to social media.
Yes, because on social media, we mostly watch, not act.
And if we only watch, we may feel like we are doing something, but actually we are not growing much.
So it is important to balance watching and doing.
For example, after listening to this podcast, you can say 1 or 2 sentences in English out loud.
Or you can write a small comment, even a simple one.
That small action is more powerful than just watching many videos without practice.
Yes, small actions create real progress.
Now let's talk about another important part of life, which is relationships.
Oh yes, this is a very interesting topic because social media also affects how we connect with people.
Emma, do you think people are more connected or less connected because of social media?
I think we are more connected online, but sometimes less connected in real life.
That's a very honest answer.
Because we can message anyone anytime, but we don't always spend real time with people face to face.
Yes, and real conversations feel different from online conversations.
In real life, you can see expressions, hear tone, and feel emotions more clearly.
But online, sometimes messages can feel cold or unclear.
Yes, and sometimes misunderstandings happen easily.
Let's give a small example.
Okay.
If someone writes "fine" in a message, it can mean many things.
Yes, it can mean I'm okay, or it can mean I'm upset, but I don't want to talk.
But in real life, you can hear the tone and understand the feeling better.
That's why real conversations are very important.
And spending time with people in real life helps build stronger relationships.
Even simple things like sitting together, sharing food, or talking about your day.
These small moments create real connection.
Let's ask our listeners something again.
Yes, let's involve them.
When was the last time you had a real conversation with someone without using your phone?
Take a moment and think about it.
Maybe it was today, or maybe it was a few days ago.
And how did you feel in that moment?
Did you feel more connected, more relaxed, or more present?
These questions can help you understand the difference between online and real life.
Now let's talk about balance, because balance is the key to everything.
Yes, we are not saying that social media is bad and you should stop using it completely.
No, not at all, because social media can be helpful and enjoyable.
But we are saying that real life should not be forgotten.
Exactly. Real life should always come first.
So how can we create a simple balance?
We can start with small steps.
For example, you can choose a time when you don't use your phone, like during meals.
Or before sleeping, you can spend a few minutes without screens.
You can also go outside, take a walk, and just observe the world around you.
Look at the sky, the trees, the people, and just be present in the moment.
These simple actions can help you reconnect with real life, and they can also make you feel calmer and more peaceful.
Let's repeat this idea in a simple way.
Balance means using social media, but also living real life fully.
Yes, not choosing one and rejecting the other, but using both in a healthy way. Before we close, I want to ask one final question to our listeners.
Yes, this is a good moment for reflection.
What is one small thing you can do today to enjoy your real life more?
Maybe it is talking to someone, going outside, or just putting your phone away for a while.
Whatever it is, keep it simple and realistic.
Because small changes can create big differences over time.
All right, I think this is a beautiful place to slowly end our conversation.
Yes, and I just want to say thank you again for being here and listening with us.
We truly appreciate your time, your effort, and your desire to learn English in a calm and natural way.
And remember, your journey is your own, and your real life is valuable just the way it is.
If you feel comfortable, you can write a comment and tell us one thing you did today in real life.
Even a simple sentence is perfect, and it helps you practice English step by step.
And of course, if you enjoyed this conversation, you can like and subscribe to Hello English.
We will be here again with more simple, friendly, and useful conversations.
Until then, take care of yourself, and don't forget to live your real life, not just watch it.
Bye, everyone, and we'll talk to you very soon.
Bye, and have a calm and beautiful day.